Will the Minister make a statement on the progress of the Valleys Taskforce as it affects Blaenau Gwent?
Thank you. Yes, I visited Blaenau Gwent last week to meet with the Council to discuss their priorities for the Valleys Taskforce. I'm expecting them to submit a proposal for Park Brynbach through the Valleys Regional Park this week.
It's good to hear that the Minister has visited Blaenau Gwent and is pursuing the work that the Valleys Task Force has laid out in its objectives. He will be aware from our conversations that one of the disappointments I had as a Minister for this area was that we weren't able to complete the work on a strategic economic plan for the heads of the valleys. He will be aware that the Bevan Foundation and others has demonstrated the need for a specifically tailored economic plan for the heads of the valleys, stretching from Hirwaun across to Brimawr. And it is important because there are particular issues which affect those communities. We also know that the dualling of the 465 is there as an economic tool to pursue and to create the conditions for economic investment in those communities. I'd be grateful if the Minister could update us on the work that he's undertaking in creating a plan for jobs and economic development in those communities in the heads of the valleys.
Thank you. I can assure my colleague that I'm continuing the work that he began to make sure that we make the most of the Heads of the Valleys Road. I discussed this with the Leader of the Council last week, and I've been grateful to him for the conversations that we've had around it too. The work that he commissioned from the University of South Wales has reported, and it's been a valuable start. We've set up a working group as part of the task force to see if we can develop that further, and are now through a working group looking at further data to enhance that, and we will be developing a plan. Moreover, we are committed to looking in particular at the northern valleys to see how we can address the conditions there. And I'm talking to council leaders about their views about not focusing all the money that we have allocated into the hubs, which predominantly sit in the southern part of the valleys, and instead seeing how we can take a more thematic approach to allow councils themselves to address priority areas, to spread that funding right throughout the valleys, not just in the hubs. And I'll be updating members soon, I hope, with progress once I've finished meeting all of the council leaders.